Hi, welcome to Drive with Care. I had a request quite a while ago. I haven't got my phone with me. I forgot I left it at home. But I'll put it on the screen. And it was asking if I could do a Drive with Care test route for Canterbury. I'm not familiar with Canterbury in terms of the Drive with Care routes. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, DVSA now no longer publish the driving test routes because they want the driving tests to feel more realistic, as if you're on the road, and it's unpredetermined, if that makes sense. So if you go on Google, you can have a look. Just type in this instance, Canterbury driving test routes. You'll get lots of links, and you can find websites that still detail the previous driving test routes. So I'm in Canterbury, and we're leaving the driving test centre, 25 New Dover Road.
Take the first left.
And I'm going to do one of these driving test routes for Canterbury. Clear to my right. So yeah, I'll just follow the on-screen, the voice instructions.
Take the 6th left.
And take it from there. So we enter into a 30 zone. I think this route takes us out onto the A2. So there's dual carriageway and it goes into Bridge. So we do a little circuit of Bridge, and I think there's a little bit of urban driving here in Canterbury. And after Bridge, we jump back on the A2, so more dual carriageway, come back through Wincheap back to the test centre. And now we enter a 40 zone. Now, I'm not doing the route as if I was doing my test. I'm just doing the route so that you can be familiar with it.
At the junction, turn right.
And I see a driving school.
At the junction, turn left.
So we're entering a 20 zone. So yeah, keep your speed to 20. It will serve you well. Because of the school, they've got a lot of traffic calming measures, as you can see.
At the junction, turn left.
into a 30 zone. Got a lot of cars parked left and right, so a bit of weaving. Cyclists.
At the junction, turn left.
So yeah, clear to my right. Back onto the New Dover Road. Tell you what, those roads are awful around there. So we're back into the 30 zone. I think it's 40 up there. Just don't go racing up here. Got a bus pulling out now. Now into a 40 zone. Brake light's coming on. Is it stopping? I don't think it'll stop at any of the bus stops up here. Go straight to the park and ride. Seeing if I can see in front of the bus. There are other cars, so the bus is actually being held up as well.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
So we will indicate that we're going left. Bus is going right. Nothing to my right. National speed limit. So I've got up to 50. I think that's sufficient enough. Cycle crossing, and we've got joining the dual carriageway.
Join the dual carriageway.
Check that blind spot, nothing there. Dual carriageway, we can get up to 70. about overtaking this horse box.
Take the next exit off the dual carriageway.
So we got the next exit. Let's get back into our lane. Signal off. So we've got two lanes here.
At the junction, turn right.
So it wants us to turn right, so I'll get in the right hand lane. I'll leave the indicators on because I'm going right, and it's a giveaway. Two-way traffic on both sides. Oh dear, someone's had an accident, as you can see.
At the junction, turn right.
Another giveaway. Nothing to the left, nothing to the right.
Take the second left.
Second left, so into bridge. Now, did you see what speed we're at here? I haven't seen the speed sign. You know, sometimes you get the little reminder markers. I believe it's a 40 though. It says so in the road, yeah, 40. It was national speed limit back there. I was looking at the other side. So because I had come off the dual carriageway, which was national speed limit, onto the main road, and there were no indicators of the speed that I should be driving, I could have made the assumption that we were still in national speed limit, and sure enough, as I came into the 40 zone, the other side of the road, you know, going that way, said it was national speed limit. Reduce your speed because we're getting into a 30. You want to be at 30 when you hit the sign, not after it.
Take the next left.
We've got a zebra crossing, cyclists, no one at the crossing, someone waiting to cross the road. She hasn't stepped into the road yet.
Take the third left.
Another little housing estate, eh? Got a car blocking the road, so she can have a chat with the driver. Now, this was on the driving test route. My anticipation is that you're going to have to turn the vehicle around. You could do a complete U-E actually, couldn't you? I'll just do it as a 3-point turn.
At the junction, turn right.
Yeah, they don't do 3-point turns in driving school lessons now, but you know, as I said, DVSA don't publish the driving test routes anymore, but this was on that original one that I found, so
Take the next left.
I did it. I could have just turned right into Saxon Road here, you know, coming from Western Avenue.
At the junction, turn right.
But it gives you an example of how you should drive on these little narrow lanes, like cars parking so close to a junction, but you've got to get back into your lane in order to turn. Oh, it's awkward. Hope you wouldn't fail your test. Right, no, road narrows on the left, and there's a no, it's a stop. It says stop 40 yards.
At the junction, turn left.
She was giving way, so is there anything coming? Car reversing out onto the road. Oh, it's all chaos in Bridge, isn't it? Zebra crossing, no one waiting. Entering a 40 zone, and that car is waiting for me. Crossroads ahead. So I reckon we're going back on the dual carriageway.
Take the next left.
National speed limit and two-way traffic. We're taking the A2, which is still two-way.
Join the dual carriageway.
Two-way because of that little junction there, but now we're on a one-way and we're joining the dual carriageway. No stopping for 10 miles. Check that blind spot for any motorcyclists. Most cars have got these convex wing mirrors, so it gives you that blind spot view. We can do 70 here. So I shall overtake the truck. Drop down to 65 here. Wincheap will be fun. The route takes us back into Canterbury through Wincheap, and as you can imagine, it's a Saturday when I'm filming this. It's now midday. It's going to be jam-packed. I anticipate it being jam-packed. 19 minutes so far, running on the video, although, you know, I was chatting at the beginning, so.
Take the next exit off the dual carriageway.
So we've got a third of a mile to the exit. There's no point overtaking and then trying to squeeze in. All the traffic's slowing down. Approaching a 30 zone. Don't be tempted to go more than 30 here. It seems painful, but if you're doing 40 coming through here, you will fail.
At the traffic lights, turn right.
Don't forget that if your examiner doesn't give you instructions, then you just keep driving. You know, you don't pre-think, oh, should I be taking the next right? He hasn't said yet. What shall I do when I get to the end of the road? He'll tell you at the end. You know, when he wants you to go a certain direction, he'll tell you. Car letting cars out and in. Build up of traffic. I was anticipating it being further back, so not so bad. And it's moving. Lights are changing up ahead.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
If I wasn't doing a test drive route, I would consider, you know, stopping to let cars in and out of junctions, you know, like we just saw back there, because it eases the congestion and it doesn't take much to let a car through. But when you're doing your test, I think just keep driving. It's 30 zone.
At the roundabout, take the third exit.
Get in the right lane. Got to keep clearing the road, so we don't want to be blocking that. So we're only going to enter onto the dual carriageway if it's clear. Dual carriageway, roundabout is what I meant to say. I would imagine if you're doing your test drive and the roads are like this, it's going to be a bonus because you don't have to speed or anything.
At the traffic lights, turn left. At the traffic lights, turn right.
Get in my lane. This takes us back into the driving centre. No parking on the forecourt except for driving test. That was your driving test. I was your examiner. Okay, that was a weird one because I'm unfamiliar with the routes, but that was Canterbury test drive route number 1. I might do some more when I've clued up on where they are. Anyway, hopefully that was helpful, and I'll see you in another video. Bye for now. Drive with care.